Hi. I'd, get into it straight away, I guess. Okay. There. I believe it opened with a cutscene.
Phoenix Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
It might just be me talking quietly. I apologize. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. Oh no, I'm going to be late. Bet she has toast in her mouth. Whew, finally. So this is it, the illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from this school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. It's the school festival episode. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, floor 1 hallway. Whoa, this place has school festival written all over it, literally. But why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please respond to the lecture hall. Please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Sounds like a mock trial is about to start, but where is this lecture hall? It looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. Do I need to speak up more, or is that good enough? Okay. You're welcome. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. The district court can't even compare. Hey, Athena, over here. Oh, it's the boys. Mr. Wright, Apollo, I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. Oh, hello. As shall make her right, I will not— Oh, who do we have here? Oh, right, you haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes, you must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes, and I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. Agamemnonco. Anemone. Nice to meet you too. How wonderful, so vigorous and vicarious. You just earned yourself a gold star. Whoa, thanks. That big smile of his is kind of scary though. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, hello, Vinny. Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. Vinny. There we go. Well, it seems I'd better explain the situation then. Thank you, Professor. I don't want to talk to this man. I don't like him. Now, does anyone have any questions? I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school? What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judge course. Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we're about to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession. Does Phoenix Wright know about this? You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright, but you're not even a professor. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of, but I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. It's been a whirlwind of a morning, let's leave it at that. It's about to get worse for you. Prof Court. She's a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. Oh, so that's who's late. From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture. A training seminar for lawyers? What exactly does that involve? Why, it involves the very skill that makes a lawyer a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium, how to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. Yes, how to present your badge. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake at this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. He will continue to do so, and it will get worse. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. Oh, a one-on-one battle, how thrilling. So if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so... There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready to take just such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that's a special surprise. A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Oh my gosh, Junie. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Professor, the trial will begin shortly, since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech. Would you mind waiting up on in the balcony till we're ready for you? My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arise. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper? Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods, is that you? Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes, well, we lived close to each other, and so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Anyways, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial that you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There's one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. Yes, I'm very sorry, but it's part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo, why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here. Aw, no fair. I want to see the mock trial too. Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if that's okay with Professor Means. But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. Ah, I have seen that meme as of late. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Tisk, being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. I have hiccups. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, first floor waiting room. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. Sorry, my ear itches. Amazing. And Mr. Wright snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. I should have hidden the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Crash. Eek. What was that? October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. First floor hallway. Yawn. Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Oh. Well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay. Is this the stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Yes, I'm waiting. Which loser? Oh, you be nice to him. I quite like him, I think. No, he is. He is in this one. He's not yet, I don't think. Why don't you want to see him? You're very mean to him. I'm going to continue playing now. Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand. What? Oh, shit. Professor Court, can you hear me? Professor! Wait, that's who we're supposed to be meeting with? It looks like our meeting's been cancelled for us. No, wait, this can't be real. Child isn't German. I called the police, they should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall too. No, wait, they'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? Well, that sucks, I think. It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Anyway, we should take a look around here while the scene's still fresh. But, okay, you're the boss. There's really not much of interest here, at least. That's what my intuition tells me. We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. Oh, okay. I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, I guess I'd better get used to this stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. There's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide, any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? So that's what makes this arrow. So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right. But where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert in archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with that much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? I'm not sure. I guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait, what if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. True, but she is dead. No, don't. Team report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Need to meet with Hugh about the report yesterday. Important. Prep for mock trial. Final confirmation. Meet with Mr. Wright about. Training seminar. Mock trial begins. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it. I think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. Hello. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mention it, there's no blood around it. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. The thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone is in the lecture hall. That's definitely a possibility. Notice anything else? Her arms are raised above her head, and there looks... And there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, Professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. I think that's about all we're gonna find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 pale shades of pale. I was expecting 50. He just made a porn joke. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese. Athena, that was diabolical. She's fucking dead. Cheese? And I thought I was the one with a twisted sense of humour. I think that should do it. Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of the noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were 2, and that statue over there is the remains of the other statue. This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. I wonder what this statue's for, whatever it was. It's reddish purple in colour. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school's festival moved to the stage. You mean this duffel bag looking thing actually used to cover one of the statues? Yes. There was only one crash. But that's because, reasons that, if I say, will spoil the, big plot twist of the case. What a puzzle this is. There's something buried here in the rubble, huh? The Themis Herald. Wait, we shouldn't disrupt it. Let's just read what we can. Pending declaration of love rocks campus. Final act of torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Oh, we get the fucking box lady. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You find that more shocking than discovering the murder victim's body? But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She'd never lead guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? Our article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but they're still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material. Mr. Wright, Athena. Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body had been found on campus. Yeah, buddy, take a look behind you. Yeah, that's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there. Oh, shit. Why do you want to see her dead body? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely homicide. Once the police get here... No, I know it's homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. Because I don't know what the fuck you're on about. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? In the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy, but... The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial. You're kidding, right? It can't really be the same, can it? I can't believe Juniper's gonna get accused of murder twice in one game. She's a regular Maya Fey. Oh. This whole school's in uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected from a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like this. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Athena. There you are. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I'm student council president after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Whoa, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah. We're stuck here waiting for the police and there's not really much to do. Sure. What would you like to know? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. How's it? It's been 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. And as a student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right, Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth, and that was her mantra. She used to used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean of all the students in the judge course? All the students in the judge course had to submit a script. And yours was the one that was selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Court is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together trying to get things ready. Excuse me. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. Why do you need a script for a showdown between a lawyer and prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as framework. Trying to get warm. And oh, that's fine. Sleep when you need to. I don't mind. All the details about the incident and the people involved were included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Well, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Corse and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details. Must have been a big pain and must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way, the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. Heh. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Oh. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at a brilliant script. Yeah. She gave an award-winning performance as the defendant, man. I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. You, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. Heh, you're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes. Yep, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests. Most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry. Now's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, just like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. No, where's the sincerity? So he makes pottery too, and what's that brace-like contraption for? Junie sure has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and prosecutor in today's mock trial, and even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Wait, these two are the guys that supposedly have a thing for Junie? Heh, Juniper, come on, your role's way beyond just that. That's right, the mock trial's just the start. She's also the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods. And the crowd goes bananas. Woo! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All of the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing on stage in front of people? Well, she really has changed. Your performance. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you are always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. To be fair, this is how my notes in uni looked. One of my favourite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. Huh, so you're a fan of the night sky then? Oh, Paul, I didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who really got me interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. I think she's angry. The costumes were no problem, but as far as singing, I'm not sure No, you can do it. That's right, and anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. Let's just say, you know, he's flying high. Such a chivalrous love triangle, a damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So, how did the mock trial end? No, he's an astronaut. He's flying high. He's in space. We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict. Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man. I bet I would have won. Yeah. But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? We'll settle this some other time. And I assure you I will win when that time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so. I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. We even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yeah. Yes, we're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. The famed Themis Legal Academy in duty at work. Thank you. Thank you, Kirby. So what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show it to you, it'd be bad luck. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. Inviolable. Okay, it's not something to be put cheaply on display. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever. I can hear discords in their voices too. I guess Discord is howling at the moon. But what are they talking about? But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, alright then. Hey, is that... Everyone stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. Your favorite man's here, Kirby. He's here. It's Detective Fulbright. Detective Fulbright, is something wrong? Why, it isn't my little lawyer friend. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under the arrest for the murder of Constance Court. What? Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Juniper? Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. Haha, so you're the lawyers the dispatch said were the first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say there are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was. I didn't. And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. But you can't arrest her on just those grounds. True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me not to say any more than that. So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney for this one too. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me, real fishy. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir. But Junie, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Hold it!
It's a cutscene.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got.
Why's she got no pupils?
Nina. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
You know the monkey paw? You know the monkey paw, Kirby? Where it grants a wish, but in the way you don't want it to? Oh, it grants a wish with consequences? Everyone always gets what they ask for. Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. Well, I don't have much experience, and I need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times, but nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Athena. Apollo. Thank you both. I'm counting on you. God damn. We've got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Oh, hi, Viddy. Please stop objecting. I have a family. Oh, she's under the table. Oh, there you go. Hi. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. I can. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need, so let's get right on the case. Right. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. Bro, you haven't even passed the bar exam yet. Shut the fuck up. If anyone's gonna solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Why, that smug little fucking bitch. He hasn't even finished law school. Hugh! That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on this case, man. I'm in too. Big time. Heh. Kitten. Juniper Woods, I'll save you. Okay. Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help, Air Forehead. The fop! He's here! Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? You two seem to know each other in a really homoerotic way. This is my main love interest for Apollo, by the way. He's German. Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I'm Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably the band went kaput. Yeah, because your lead, guitarist was a murderer. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners? I was the lead vocalist. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But can I get your autograph? You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph. Forgive me, Fraulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rock star prosecutor Clavier Gavin. Oh, okay. That one then. She's a lively one, air foreheads. Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of the Write Anything Agency, that's all. Nice to meet you, I'm Athena Sykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the introduction's out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me, yeah, air forehead? Anyway, his brother is a serial killer and looks just like him. Like, let me see if I can... See if I can... See if I can... If I can pull... fucking Christoph Gavin out my arse. Just no, it doesn't want to work. That's okay. I'm trying and failing to get Opera. Damn, it doesn't want to open anything. It just wants the game. There. It's Christoph Gavin. It's the best I'm getting. Just dragged and dropped him. You can download him on Play Store or Apple or the App Store. Yeah, anyway. You see him? Yeah. He's not, actually. Do you want to see him when he loses his shit? No. Let me just... Anyway. He loses it, like... Balls to the wall, loses it. Just straight up goes crazy. Anyway, you like Clavier, right? I know, right? I love him. just okay, that didn't work. Open it up like a fucking nerd. Okay. Here's young Clavier Gavin. I know, right? Hey yo. Alright. Taking him away. Taking him away. Good lord. Look, okay, I'll give you this. This is him objecting. This is young clever Gavin objecting. It's like a social experiment. Yeah, that's how I feel. Anyway, back to the game. There we go. None of my thoughts are in the Bible. Why are you here? So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another critical role to play. The governors are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Even though you guys disbanded, which was a shame, by the way, really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Air Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned, I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Two big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is, my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Damn, everyone in this boy's life dies. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was... Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. So Constance Court was your professor here at the academy. She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you. Professor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. He says this unironically, by the way, constantly. And he usually only says it to Apollo, which makes it sound really gay. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already, Air Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch our killer. Ja. Achtung, Baby. Deine Mutter ist tot. Yeah. Basically. They have such a... They have such a... Oh. Such a love... Like a love-hate bullying relationship. It's so funny. Right. The stage is ready. And you, Air Forehead, ready to rock? See? No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax. You'll be fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about? Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Ah. Now, Fraulein, we need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Air Forehead, will play the part of the fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Très bien. Let's get started. Defendant/judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. The mock trial, if you will. I called that one. A silly little hair flick he does. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby. It's no holds barred. No holds barred. Let's rock. Ah, can't we take it easy today? It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's still only one way to compete. You pay to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Oh me, oh my, I'm innocent, I tell you. That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of his quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene, and ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Air Forehead, how do the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? Ah, too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one in any case. Both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along. Hey, wait a second. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock trial, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon and arrow and the lack of blood are also the same. That's right, and therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking hard, just like that. Oh, he needs to stop saying that. He needs to stop saying that. Okay. Take your time. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad. Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, Air Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, then he said a frail coed used her bare hands to stab the professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen, holding a bow in the archery club room, which is a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. 9-9, Air Foreheads. That faint swagger does not suit you in the least. Order, order, order! Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? But I was just trying to get into... it like Mr. Eurorocker said. So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. This seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow being shot by a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room. An awl? What's that? An awl, you say? What might that be? It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested. Gross, it's all bloody up to the handle. Please just tell me that's paint. Most likely, Fraulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, the traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So, the question is now, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? The murder took place in the third floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. Not at all. There was a maintenance area storehouse right outside the art room, and a cart used to carry balls around was found there. I bet you just wanted to make him say balls. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one. A jumbo yard, big enough to fit a person or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room windows and moved it with the cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say!
Objection!
Objecting? A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
He doesn't sound like that, I swear to God. That's a white man. That was the sound of a white man. That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped from onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes, it's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Cried the crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad where it would be easy to shoot from the club room. Then the killer fakes the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound. Sounds like he only has high praise for Junie's script. Was there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the final then. Your verdict then, please, Fraulein Judge. Huh? All right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant Juniper Woods. Wait a second, even if it's just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Meow, 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 meow. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Ah, Clavier Gavin, investigations. Thanks, you two. Had a little run through the mock trial. Cleared quite a few things up. Yum, 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 yum. Achtung, baby. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too. That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just wanted to catch whoever killed Professor Courts. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye. I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as far as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. We also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right, looks like we have our own work cut out for us. Ah, Mr. Wright! I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocent by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean, the end justifies the means? I, Professor Means, always say what I mean and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Ginny wouldn't even hurt a fly. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. This is the height of folly. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of the end justifies the means part. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally check up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I'm still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in, well, court. No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from the academy top of our class. Well, I bet they both used to really bring it in. Now, if you would excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper. Professor Means, wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I had already agreed to take on her case. It's true, Juniper's counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? When were you planning on selling me? And now? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but... Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions, and I think you made the right one. Oh, wonderful. Very well. Athena Sykes, let me ask you one thing. As a lawyer, what is it you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. Hello, Kirby. I don't like this man. Just in case you missed it, he said, as a lawyer, it's your job to prove your client's innocence by any means necessary. And then, you know. As her professor, I, too, shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come and see me at once. Let's hope it never comes to that. Now, if you two would excuse me. Well, time's a wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Yeah. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin and he told me something interesting. It seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood in there. So the police believe the body was moved there, from there to the stage. What? Really? It's just like the mock trial again. The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well what? Come to think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. No, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, it was pretty shocking. The Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it all related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in of itself isn't a bad thing. Right, as long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what is it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means? The school is Ibu school. To survive the Dark Age of the Law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. But what'll happen to our legal system if results is all that matters anymore? Relax, it's just a rumour. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. You had me going for a minute there. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried that somebody might actually tamper with the evidence. Well, I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that the case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. I feel like Mirai would like this case because of its Greek undertones. So this is the maintenance area. Let's see, during the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And the body was dropped out there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. Right. And then he claimed the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And, there's somebody else there. Hey, it's Robin! Whoa! You scared the crud out of me! Yikes, right back at you. So what are you doing out here? I love how it has the symbol of it, so this implies it's school issued. It's fine. She's probably asleep or something, I don't know. I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper! What are your impressions about this character, Kirby? But I'm so worked up, my training brace is almost breaking at the seams! Alright, the girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her. Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can you talk without shouting? Sorry! I'll try not to shout as much if at all possible, that is. Which is not at all possible by the sounds of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions about as Junie's lawyer? No problem. Ask away. Keep him coming, man. Ouch, my ears. filled with rage. And testosterone. Mainly rage. Robin, could you tell me a little bit more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club. Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe it's the source of that noise we heard. Your gaydar is... It's definitely turned on, Kirby. Your gaydar is most certainly turned on. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of the noise we heard? There were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Arts Club had made them. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues. Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man. It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah. I couldn't face Professor Court if I'd let something like that get me down. What do you mean? Professor Court was the Fine Art Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good results are the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means and produce worthwhile results. Yes, I'm totally on you guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman. And now she's fucking dead. Eesh, and you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. Aw, man, why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor? Prosecutor, man! Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name for you, you'll see. The 3 of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge. The 3 of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law? Ha! We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man. Oh, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it. School rule? Which one? Anyone with prior conviction, no matter how minor offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school. Tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Ginny will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. If I fail, the 3 of them will never realize their dream. It's like somebody's putting pressure on my pressure. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, the paper! So, Robin, what's this article true? The author of that article has been gunning for the 3 of us for some reason. It's been nothing but trashy articles like this as long as I can remember. Maybe the author just wants your attention. No way, man. The venom in those articles is way beyond that. I wonder. This is legitimately what my notes looked like in uni. Oh, damn. I didn't even see what happened. Thank you, Kirby. Thank you for your service, dear moderator. No, the final showdown was cancelled because of that murder. This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys. You kidding? Our friendship, it's like a diamond, only tougher. It's like a powdered keg before a spark. It's like a calm before the storm. In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment. Well, you look constipated, so I'm gonna leave you alone. They fucking killed my boy! Look at him, he's fucking dead! I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Oh, I know, I'll just quietly sneak over. Listen, here goes. Athena, watch where you... Huh? Ah! Fucking box! Ouch. What about this stupid box here? Wait. Ah! Apollo! This box, there's... What now? There's somebody or something inside. Don't let it be a snake! Get it? Solid snake? You morons just blew my cover. What the fuck? That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm a senior in the judge course. What's with the box? It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none of you may see my face by the light of day. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, you wish you'd hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Miriam Scuttlebutt. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too. You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take the stand, naturally. So, the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguise is how I get my scoops. But you're right, it's me, so tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said? A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time? Ooh, 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 ooh. Thought so, Athena, my bracelet. It's reacting. I'm having spidey senses. Really? That means a lie already? That was quick. Miriam, your unease is betrayed a little by... is betrayed by a little habit of yours. Don't question it. Just don't question it. You'll learn not to question a lot of things in this game. Thinking you can see through me with your silly guesses, you're wasting your time. My box is impenetrable. Nobody wants to see the real me. Yeah, I blew that one. You're completely boxed now, Miriam, and Apollo's power is... like a box cut with X-ray vision. Prepare to be exposed. Don't exaggerate, Athena. I'm a lawyer, not a superhero. Wait, that was absolutely it. Ow. That's literally what I did. That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you were lying. Ka! What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? Okay then, let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know about campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all by myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence here. An extra edition of Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial. Oh, why is his hand glowing? Thanks, Miriam. You revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interests in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers. Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. That's the Themis Legal Herald paper. The paper I published. What about it? Are you really that dense? The article is full of malicious lies about Junie. The defense is not. That's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. Yeah, you got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said yourself a few moments ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? Have you just given me the info you have? Stupid pawn. Juniper's just using you. Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper. Isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No, duh. She's the target of my scoops. My readers demand dirt. Extra, extra. The dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret. Alright. And what are you planning to say in court, her? I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm gonna tell it all in a shocking expose. Yeah, basically. Yeah. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means. Wait a second. In this dark age of the law, many of us embrace Professor Means methods, even future judges. I even adopted the end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus. Secret recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Doesn't she realize it's like totally illegal? And one of them was a secret at the scene of the crime, the art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. Like I'd really tell you now. That big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure has opened between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? What do you mean by fatal fissure? Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Skirt! Used to be. They still seem to get along pretty fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers and Professor Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to the extreme ideas that you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in the courtroom tomorrow, and then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is. Ugh, we're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow, and I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can here today, right? Let's see what else we can find out. Oh, fuck off, Miriam. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh! Oh, it's you two. You want something? Did you find anything? You said you were gonna do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script or wrote it. But look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding. Needless to say, I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble too. How can you even say that with a straight face? Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But, as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. He's like Al-Haytham if Al-Haytham was a dick. Well, I mean, more than a dick than he already is, but like, you know. If Al-Haytham had a massive ego. Well, what about the mock trial? It looked like you were about to lose to Robin. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. You, would you mind telling us a little bit more about that? Because, like, don't get me wrong. Al-Haytham's a dick. I should know. He lives in my head. But it's not that he has an ego. It's that he just knows that he's good at stuff because he's actually good at stuff. But this guy's got an ego the size of fucking China. Discovering the body. Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Your attention, please. Announcement. Mock trial. I'm okay, I'm not dying. I'm good. Don't worry, homie. That's right, there was that announcement, then everyone came in. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Oh, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation whilst I waited. That's the best way to relax. Vinny? Say hi! She's too busy cleaning me. Vinny, say hi! Are you gonna speak? Are you gonna speak? She no speak. Nah, you just had to wait a bit. The gas canister was recharging. Then just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back towards the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage. So that's when you saw the body. Right, it was quite a shock, and as much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. Wait, hold it right there. You went through the mock trial even though you discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about somebody getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this? Where did you get that? So this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie. Right, but if I reported the body that I'd found, the whole thing would be called off. Really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Could it be their love for Junie is that strong? Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter. Thanks. Don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence, you'll see. Can't say you two inspired much confidence. Okay, Athena, what next? Well, I think we talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case. Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh wait, we haven't met with Junie yet. Yeah, you're right. Let's head over to the detention center. We're moving to the detention center. Oi. Hi. Little thieves. Athena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Athena, just like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. The script. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Course and I. Nothing we haven't heard already today. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article if you ask me. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh and me. Thank you. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it up to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama. I wish I could have experienced it. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script in favor of the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it and immediately changed it back. Ah, so if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help to the court, huh? You never know, help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. The awl. I was wondering about that awl you had on you when you were arrested. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Oh, why? There's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were preparing it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me when I was arrested. Then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the actual crime. So, that blood red color on the awl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, it was. I was looking at it from pretty far away, but it was probably just paint. But that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were preparing it yesterday. It wasn't. Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Athena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key in the awl with what looked like blood on it. A key in the all? Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the fine arts club advisor, and since the key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the all to look like it had blood on it. Yeah, funny story. I didn't start the stream. Somebody else was fronting and they started the stream for Basil and Hat Guy, and now I'm here. So it's not my problem at this point. I blame Kanichi Genshin Impact. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so it all suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it. I have a real bad feeling about this. Me too. But let's not jump the gun on this. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes. I left school at around 6 p.m. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same way. Yeah. It's not... Like, I've played the game before, so I know what happens. And I know the case is good enough, like the plotline and whatnot. However, bro just dumped me here and fucked off. Like, he's gone. I don't know where he is. He went back to bed. I would have never guessed she'd ended up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove your innocence tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Thena. Well, I should go now. Bye-bye. How old is she here? Oh, cool. Everyone's legal. Not Trucy, though. Or Miriam, but I'm honestly not concerned about Miriam. I don't want her. I want him. I want him. I want him for him. Yeah. I mean, if I can figure out how to throw stuff, then yes. But unfortunately, I don't know how to make that work because I don't have an actual VTuber model. The junior I know was always like that, a little weak and sickly, but the fact she's lifted her facade shows she trusts us. Even still, what is it? Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously? Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there? Don't worry, everything's fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling us, one of us can just feel it. That's real friendship. I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial. Yep, tomorrow's the big day, so let's sort out what we know so far. Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then, her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described. I wish those two were the only similarities they shared. What do you mean? What I mean is the script and the case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So as it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not going to happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results in the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine. A fine-ass madness. Did somebody say fine-ass madness? Haha. Oh, look, the babies are fighting again. Looks like somebody needs a smacked bottom. Or maybe I'll just murder them. Wouldn't be the first baby I've killed today. Well, at least I got my, At least I got a, an email notification that I went live. That's nice to know. Yes. Never tune out at one of my streams. It'll go from a normal trial to somebody's getting fingered. I can play until like 1 o'clock in the morning. Because I hate myself. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. My butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high? Relax, everyone's nervous their first time. Please be gentle, Mr. Wright. Oh god, why is he here? So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecution is so terribly brutal, and willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. There's that end justifies the means concept again, now that it has come to this. We have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means. I wish he'd stop saying that. That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me... Bax, are you using voice to text again? As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner as, and ends the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? My, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you'll have to learn of your own inefficiency the hard way. Yeah, he's meant to be... So his name is Aristotle means... And his catchphrase is the end justifies the means. Because of course it is. But yeah, he's meant to be like Zeus. I mean, he's meant to be Aristotle, but he's also meant to be Zeus. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just, I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. No, Aristotle mean, with an N for November. It says it on the screen. Wait, you're dyslexic. M-E-A-N... Wait, you're dyslexic. I don't know how else to help you here. I've done everything in my power. Ah, clipping me when I'm at my weakest. I do too, but now if you would excuse me. Fuck you, dude. Bitch. Anyway, thanks to him I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine. And I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. The trial's just about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom if you please. It's just through the door there, buddy. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me. That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Yes. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she's walking free. I cannot look at it at the second. Actually, maybe I can. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Your boldness. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. Ah! This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicit it any further. Now summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your boldness. Whatever gave you that idea, bailiff? Please call our first witness. And now we don't even get an opening statement? Oh my god. Detective Fulbright and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team. I want him. For him. Oh, right. The case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favourite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Leave him alone! Kirby, please let him exist! Kirby! Well, I don't think they're capable of mind reading, if that's what you're thinking. Alright, Detective Fulbright. Kirby! Would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Court's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. He was murdered with this awl I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant's fingerprints were both discovered on it. Ah, fuck. Aw. Ah! Oh. Court's autopsy report. Oh, that bird can deliver evidence too. Blackwell has trained him well. Maybe Blackwell should train him not to mess up people's hair whilst he's at it. Moving right along. The body was discovered in the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of massive amounts of blood in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So the body had been moved from the art room to the stage. Precisely. And it is there. And there is one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder in the school that the school paper reporter had hid in the art room. It captured a female screaming, "You're a goner." What's this? You have such a reporting? Must be from that tape recorder Miriam mentioned. But why is this the first time we're hearing of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Usually they have come before. Shh, silence please. I would like to play the tape for you now. It's quite hard to hear. But the voice does sound female. The noise and low volume of the video have made voice print analysis all but impossible. Then, you haven't identified the voices as belonging to the defendant. Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why, but I remember it being... I remember actually being voiced in the... I don't know why. The victim was killed at night, then discovered the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when nobody was around. Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning, however no one reported seeing a body. It means that the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body. Wait one moment. If all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Haha, have no fear, for there's always an exception. Exception? The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to a deserted campus before the mock trial. What? And then that would mean... What would that mean? Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body in justice we trust. I don't like where this is headed, Athena. Me neither. And by those 3 I mean... Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright. Don't say what I think you're about to say. In justice we trust, I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the 3 people who could have moved the body, just one is a girl. That leaves the defendant, Juniper Woods, as the only possibility. No! Oh, fuck! Bird. He looks so silly standing with his bird there. Impressive. He has you on the ropes before any cross-examination. You could at least pretend to be upset for me. A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not have been any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Haha, I don't do this for the money, it's all about justice. In justice we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. No, this is a new case. The Fox case was finished. We finished that Saturday. Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand. Basically, a professor was murdered, and the girl who was on trial for murder, or rather the courtroom bombing and murder, is the same girl who's on trial here, so it's this girl, it's Juniper Woods again. She's the defendant. Fucking hello? Okay. So, our first witness is a cardboard box. Jack! Stealth mode deactivated. Oh my, the box has hands. Me too. Smiley runner. What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken. Miriam Scuttlebug, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. I don't know when I'm next gonna stream Minecraft, but when I do, I will build you your house. Juniper's been a bad, bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crimes. Might I ask whether you could come out of that box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter. Oh, I'm sorry. The testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular. A former ninja I met at the clinic said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my, I never have thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this one time. Former ninja in prison? Holy shinto, Batman. How can the judge believe this load of crock? Yeah, you tell her. You tell her, Kirby. Now, your testimony, please, but take care not to reveal your face. The similarity of the case and the script. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's contents. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use a script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive, and the murder's just like her script. But it's not just like her script. There is one difference. The murder's just like her script? Could such a thing be true? Compare her script with the murder case and the crime scene photos, then you will see. This is so simple even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script, ergo, the defendant is a killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime was supposedly occurred, this witness's script, along with an envelope in which "use" was written, were found. This proves that the accused's script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script, an argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing. Gulp. That makes perfect sense. What now? Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. It's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. Bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayal. I trust the defense is ready for the cross-examination. No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready, I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this. Okay, so from something that I read on the in the mock trial script. So first, there should be a picture of the body. We took a picture of the body. We took a picture of the body. Where is it? Where is the picture of the body? Where's the picture of the body? Am I stupid? Am I blind? We absolutely took a picture of the body, didn't we? No, I remember taking a picture of the body because Phoenix specifically said we should snap a picture of the body, and then Athena said, I got it. Anyway, she died in her green tracksuit, but in the mock script, sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be the red one from the prosecutor course. So that's not the same. Yeah, basically.
Objection!
Objection!
Indeed, you are quite fairly desperate. Look at him, he's a regular joker. Even the bird laughs with him.
Objection!
What did you just say? Blackwell really turned that one on around you. Whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback. Whoa, easy there, Athena. Now, you listen to me. The two cases do, indeed, have their differences. For one, the stage hadn't been erected in the mock trial script, and in the actual case there were signs of indicating the victim's wrists had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the hosts of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. What a total burn. Try again, why don't you, pawn of the wood? Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body just like the script. You dumb fuck, Athena. Weary is the trial which pits hawk against canary.
Objection!
What did you just say? He was so weary, he should try humming less. That would save some energy. This is no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a canary. Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Sykes-Stoner. You O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage a body as if in the script before anyone knew of its contents? That's right. Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child. Elementary school? Reporter's testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for a loop. Oh, marvellous. A photo in the newspaper is just a thing to boost your brand. In a school paper, seriously? Oh. Oh, okay. Now, do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now. And in that fair, desperate mind of yours, etch it deep so you may never forget. No! No! Even my arguments get thrown back in my face. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I gonna do? Athena, you should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now, huh? Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? I don't follow. Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency, if you will. I get it. Thanks, Apollo. Miss Scuttlebutt, just so you're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just as it was in the script? And that beyond a shadow of a doubt... And that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt not a coincidence? Is that correct? Oh, yeah. No, not game over just yet. Sometimes cases or testimonies and cross-examinations are meant to set up where you don't present anything or testify, yada yada yada. And it's meant to feel hopeless, and then it's like, haha, actually. Also, with the Genshin thing for download on PS4, they sent out mail basically saying that hey, it's too big, like it's too big, so you need to download the other resource pack, so make sure to do that. It might be out now, I don't know. No, duh, after all, it was just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways.
Objection!
Yeah! What did I say? What did I say? Our client made the crime scene look just like the script, something known only to her. That would not just be foolhardy, but completely irrational. What do you mean? Yeah. Let me know if you'll have to go to the PlayStation Store, in order to download it, though. It's something like Resource Pack 2. Yes, Miss Sykes, please tell this court what you mean by irrational. It wouldn't make sense for Juniper to mimic her own script for the purpose, because it would make her the culprit. The murder scene was exactly the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in itself is irrational. What's wrong with them being the same? Yes, Miss Sykes, care to explain what you mean? Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. So then, if so then, what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting that she was the... That's right. If she'd really done that, it would have been just like proclaiming to the world she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client. Cat. The body was found the day of the mock trial, in short, the day the details were revealed, so it would have been completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Don't let it go to your head just yet. It would seem Justice Dono's comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull and it shall remain so until you master its use. Enough with all the stupid sword metaphors already. Gay porno in here. There is a perfectly good reason for the inconsistencies of which you speak. Wait. Okay. I'll let it download overnight then, in that case. Reasons? What reasons? Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, Neria's soul would have been any the wiser to the similarities of the case and script.
Objection!
No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered.
Objection!
Our witness here has also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself. What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too? Precisely. And with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled. Wait, you didn't call the police? Nope, I kept it a secret for my big scoop. You can't do that. I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin. Did I not, my little box top? Compared to the work of war correspondence, the sheer terror of that was... Jeez, I wonder what the twisted samurai did to her. Lock off all the holes of her box and spin her like a top while Detective Fullback cackled on in delight. Yeah, sure. Sounds more nauseating than scary. Yes, humming sounds. That is the stream now. It's ASMR. Okay, there you go, Bex. I posted the pictures in the animals for purity's sakes chat. That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony. Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil. What Scuttlebug saw. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room whilst everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume and I asked her, "What are you doing?" When suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. So I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume she had made.
Hold it!
Why did you withhold such key testimony?
Cat. Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Athena, you haven't even studied your cross-examination yet. I know, but her testimony points to her as being a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is. No, wait, but he's already thought of that. A witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Mrs. Wood's room before the mock trial. That means she too could have moved the victim's body.
Cat.
The prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 out of 10 would not adopt.
Help!
Bird. Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers so. When you squeak like that, like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out?
No thanks.
You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi.
Oh yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death. I was in undercover reporter class, right near my home.
Undercover reporter class. The proverbial rug has been pulled out from under you. The witness could not have been the killer.
The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug is secured to the floor.
I tried to warn you.
Oh. That's what I'm saying.
Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down.
Huh? No, wait a minute.
The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. For whatever a man is sowing, he will also reap.
Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps spend some time in her lovely box and recover from today's stressful events. Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalists either. My third eye's always eyeing a scoop.
She's always eyeing a scoop.
Well, back into the trenches. Bye-bye.
Hold it.
Vinny, can I hear a meow? Thank you. Can I hear another?
Okay. Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo? I want that man. There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not?
Well, no, I didn't take one.
Well, that's strange. Wouldn't you take a picture if you were always eyeing a scoop? Did you or did you not really? Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body?
It's not like I actually saw it, but...
What the devil? Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Stono, you dare best steal at me again.
Nice try, Wonder Boy. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this.
Oh, but that isn't Juniper. What exactly am I looking at here?
It's a crucial moment forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods.
Why did you not tell me of this?
Shocking scoop I was saving just for the right moment. And that would be now, right here in court. Surprise! What'd I do? All journalists keep their scoop secret until the right moment.
He's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that. Well, pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. Athena, about this picture. I see how it only shows the back of the subject? Ah, so then... Right.
Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place? A completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is there was somebody who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this, the route by which the accused escaped. The witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room. The accused descended to the first floor and exited the quad. Then what? Carton Cretin. Carton Cretin! Then I tripped and fell. Caught my knee on my own box. She stayed under her box even whilst running after somebody? Sounds difficult. Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show somebody the body because she wanted to stop the mock trial. Ah. But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. The defense has a point there. Hey, meow meow. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. It seems Justice Dono has saved your pretty little hide, missy. For now, at least. Phew, guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo, you're a lifesaver. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. It's primo cardboard, lovingly selected from among many. Cat! Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. Please, anything but that. I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. Alright, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay, cross-examination. I'm just gonna pull this cross-examination out our ass. It's not gonna do anything. Hold it! Why would she change into that costume? The mock trial was about to begin. How should I know? But if you don't believe me, take a look at this photo. I captured this critical moment like the gonzo journalistic pro I am. But that only shows the back of whoever was fleeing. You expect me to shoot her face when she's running away from me? I guess you're right, but this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. At any rate, this photo shows Juniper was in her stage costume. And suddenly...
Objection!
It's like nothing happened.
Hold it!
Yeah. It doesn't mean you have to chase her. Call it journalistic instinct. I see something fishy, I go after it. It's fine. I know it happened once. It's not going to happen again. It probably will happen again. But you never did catch up to her, did you? A true undercover journalist gets up and dusts herself off when she stumbles. That reminds me, didn't you fall during the chase when you tripped on your box? A true undercover journalist is always ready to stumble over a great story. Sure, there are a lot of holes in your story. Is it just the scuttlebutt brand of journalism? Ka! A true undercover journalist always prevails against their adversaries. Oh. Good lord, Bax. I follow her all the way. But she didn't though, did she?
Hold it!
What would our client have to gain from leading you there?
The accused had employed her self-printed script as a manual for murder. Ergo, she had to stop the mock trial before the script's details became public. And that accounts for her desperate attempt to lead our cart and cretin here to the body.
Objection!
But as we all know, Miss Scuttlebug didn't alert the authorities. As a result, the mock trial began as scheduled.
Objection!
The issue here is not whether it was, in fact, halted. The fact remains that the accused was trying to lead the witness to the body. Does that not show clear intent to halt the mock trial?
I don't fucking know. Wait, oh, I didn't even know this was part of it. Present.
Objection!
God, I'm so smart. Oh. Miss Scuttlebug's sole basis for identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact it shows somebody in Miss Woods' stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must mean Juniper's in it. It's clear cut. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. What? This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume. Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary. I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. On the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume in the photo. Juniper wouldn't wear it inside out. Oh, that means, what exactly? Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene, which leads me to believe the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out. But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that? Well, it's not a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. Yeah, wait, you're not suggesting? That's right, I'm glad you're catching on. The costume designer wouldn't put on her own costume on inside out. Now that is debatable. As a costume designer by profession and schooling, I have in fact put my costumes on inside out continuously. It's a complicating matter, man. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt. But it doesn't believing you have a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter. That's badgering. Failure as a reporter? Yeah. Ah, we saw her. Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box. Gah. You didn't see nothing.
Objection!
And now, I wonder... I would have to stop you right there, Sykes-Dono. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus.
What do you mean?
Miss Juniper Woods.
Yes?
What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial?
I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was gonna make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent. What? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities? Yeah. No, not fluoride, fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark.
Yes, yes. So you applied that to the inside of the costume and then?
I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then...
This is a photograph of the inside-out costume taken in the dark. As you can see, there is a heavy layer of paint all over the inside surface. Yes, if someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body.
Why yes, I believe it would. Indeed, ergo, the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake, but because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out. Ah! Glowing costume photo added to the court record. I'm gonna point something out for you guys, because I made a connection. So, you see this photo, and you see these handprints. Somebody held the, also, I just want you to know, mannequins like this are really fucking expensive. They're like over $1,000. They're like over £1,000. So somebody was holding it really tight, and then I'd like you to turn your attention to here. Robin Newman, what were you doing? Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. Anyway, figures he would have a photo. Don't question it. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. Check out the chest area. It kinda looks like handprints to me. Yeah, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch the paint while it was still wet.
Objection!
I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if a master painters make mistakes, why not rank amateurs such as the accused?
Objection!
So basically you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up? Evidence? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through and through. Hey, be nice to Simon. Don't you tell him to shut up. He's my baby girl. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? What do you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. Pronto. A showdown, is it? I'll gladly accept. The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume, and that paint should glow in dark places, so I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence.
Take that!
A school newspaper. Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in that photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. Guys, stop being mean to Simon. He's been in jail for like 8 years. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint. It is glowing quite brightly, might I add. But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you might ask? The answer is he wouldn't, not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on. What? It's fine, I'm just being silly. It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman. What? To think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. Yeah, you take it out on Fulbright. That's fine. I'll let it slide for now. So then, does that mean Robin's our man? He looks so devious. It's so funny. Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. He looks like he's constipated. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? I'm Robin Newman. I want to become a great artist. I practice all day and night. Yeah! And no, that's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man. So, for occupation, should we put down budding artist? No! Themis Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor Course! This brace is just proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years. You're only 18 years old. Ahem, I assume you'll be cleaning up the pottery you've smashed before you leave today. Ah, man. Oh, man. What's wrong with my car? It's okay. He's got repressed trauma, don't worry. It seems the witness has finally settled down. I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years. And he has to deal with Apollo. You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hands. Pardon. He looks like he's trying to shit a brick. Why I touched the costume. I want to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa! That mannequin was about to fall on me. I got that paint on me when I caught it. But I never put it on. That's just stupid. Hold it. We're going to give him therapy. Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness. Yeah. Well, Mr. Newman just does seem particularly agitated, but... no. Well, he probably washed it off by now. Not again, what's his problem? I sensed it the moment Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. And his non-existent cock. Anyway. So you think he might be hiding something? Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you. No. I went to see Juniper in our waiting room, but she wasn't there. Why are you happy? It's about to fall over. Why are you angry? I'm stupid. I know where it is. Why were you happy? When you mentioned the stage costume, I sense a sudden powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? What? Wait, what? Why would a frilly scarf thing and a long skirt make me feel like that? I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't have to put it on, did you? Like I'd be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude. I'm into braces. You don't think Robin's actually got a thing for Juniper's outfit, do you? Oh, come on, isn't it obvious? You're enjoying this a bit too much, Athena. No way, man! The mannequin came falling towards me, so I stuck my hands out to stop it. End of story. That's a new piece of evidence. No, it's not. You said the mannequin came falling towards you, so you stuck your hands out to stop it. If so, then the fingers of your hands would be pointing outwards like this. But that's not what the handprints show. In fact, it looks more like just your thumbs and the base of your palms. Why in the world would I leave such weird handprints? Because you put it on. You know why. You left them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Just like the model in this drawing. Whoa. Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put the stage costume on, didn't you? And you really do like Miss Woods' clothes, don't you? Fine, I admit to putting the costume on, but I don't like girly clothes, man. Damn, that only took it down 10%. Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. I fucking love... My heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. Then I saw it. It was even more amazing than I imagined. I was like, whoa, I'm a guy, but I got all excited. I'm so manly right now. It's true, I did put on the girly clothes. But it was strictly for artistic purposes. There is so much going on here. Why are you angry? Okay, why are you sad? There, another emotion doesn't fit. So what, you're really starting to get on my nerves, man? Yes. You leave Robin alone. Robin's got trauma. Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on, but you also felt sad. Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal. Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you? Oh no. You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now tell me why you were sad. Me trying to get shit out of Basil. Tell me why you're sad, brings out the mood matrix. Motherfucker, I will do it. Okay, fine. If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you. The reason I felt sad is... no matter how much I dress up, I'll never be as pretty as Juniper. Well, no offense, but his habit of shouting at the top of his lungs doesn't exactly help. No, that's not it. I totally owned those girly clothes. I should have been totally pretty. But there's something that keeps getting in my way. Whoa, that's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there. His heart is crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions. We saw those during the Ninetales Vale incident. You'll see the trauma in just a second. Pipe down. Lambs. So all you have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Help me look for a conflict between his statement and the images we see. If we can find something, then we can wrest him away from whatever's tormenting him. This is like the opposite of praying the gay away. It's the definite opposite. Something that doesn't go with girly clothes, but what could it be? Fine, I'll testify, man! Oh, it went up. Oh. Snuck in knowing the costume was in there. My heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. It's true, I felt powerful feeling when I saw that long frilly scarf. I admit it, I wore girly clothes. I felt like a diva when I pulled that hood over my head. I felt something so I was totally dressed up like a girl. So we're looking for the source of his anger? Right. Conflicts with his testimony. Oh, okay. Yay! Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger towards your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be? Huh? What? Mr. Newman, the truth is you really wanted to take that brace off, didn't you? No way, man. This is a symbol of masculinity. I could never take it off. Is it that you can't take it off or that you don't want to take it off? Oh man, I should have kept my big mouth shut. This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty. What could be at the root of his complicated relationship with his brace? A pair of tits. I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. Athena, you okay? It seems Robin's still hiding a secret, a big one. Bigger than the fact he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks. Yeah, at least I think so. No, it can't be. I just thought of something, but it's totally insane. Daddy issues behind the brace? Mr. Newman! What? I'm onto your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge. Double D's, even. This sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility left. You're a girl. Mr. Newman, or should I say, Miss Newman. You are, and always have been, a girl. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? No. No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence. But that's what Robin's heart is shouting loud and clear.
Hold it!
Yeah, I still think you've totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. I can fucking smell it. How would he possibly be a she? I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time. Oh. I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day. But trans? But if he is a she, then she is the most convincing actress I've ever encountered. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is without question a man. Oh. You are now truly Justice Stoner's equal in one area. You are just as equally as insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit. If you guys are done talking about me, I'm. See, the pitch of the thing has changed, so. Prepare to get bamboozled, motherfuckers. I got a pair of double D's under this bitch. Oh my god, tits! The bracelets! Boobs. Babes, you didn't even have to wear a binder. Miss Sykes, no. Allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs, but no. Whoa, no way. Oh, fuck. Maybe I am gay. Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. This is the closest we'll get to trans representation. I mean, we have Nayuta, never mind. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a P-E-E-K. Oh, fuck. Maybe I'm bi. As if. What an amazing transformation. Damn, Robin, you put the trans into transformation. Well, all the Discord's gone. The image is now complete. And now we can label you as the murderer. Thank you, Robin. I was raised a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. But now, this living lie that pinned me to the ground, it's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I'm going to be an artist. Yay! Well, I'm happy for her. She had A cups at best. What a shocking development. He really did turn out to be a she. Yeah. Eek! Why is everyone looking at me like that? I feel like a movie star or something. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. O-K-A-Y. Rawr! No pics or you'll regret it, man. Yeah, it was their parents wanted a boy. Her parents wanted a boy. And, well, you know. Am I just imagining things, or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally. Ha, tits joke. Well, this is all well and good, but he being a she, does he being a she actually change anything? The fact the witness is actually a girl does change things, because there's now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. I can't believe it's now a polycule triangle, where Hugh O'Connor is the only man. Good luck to him. What piece of evidence must we now reconsider? The voice recording. I can't believe we released all her pent-up anger and now we're just going to pin her as the murderer. Sorry, we're going to finger her as the murderer. This is what I like the court to reconsider. Oh, the tape recorder, the one that recorded the threat. You're a goner. That's right. We've already established that it's a female voice in the recording. All the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was the start. Our client was the only female, if you exclude Miss Scuttlebug because of her alibi. And that's why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect. I'm just saying. So then... That's right. The witness just revealed she is a girl. Therefore, if we're using the voice in this recording as a basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labelled a suspect too. Oh, no. Too late. That witness is 18! All three of them are 18! Like, they're seniors. Which genuinely doesn't really mean nothing to me, but the court record says they're 18. Now talk about sudden turn of events. You've done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence. Yeah, wow, that was a lot of work for a single one. Sure, whatever you say, Bax. I don't know. Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect. But Miss Newman hid the fact she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in court. I say that puts her in camp suspicious. Eek! That's not nice, Athena. How can you accuse me of being a killer? I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me... She does this sometimes now as well. Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to this crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning in ignorance. Oh my god, hello! Bax, we just got raided and that's the first thing you post? Wow. Okay, thank you, Bax. Hello, everyone who just came in with Prince. I apologize for the chat goer that is in fact Bax. Hello, hello. Ignore Bax. We forgot to put the muzzle on her. She's meant to be in the cage, you see. Yeah, and I literally have your home address as well. Thank you. I feel better now. I had a little bit of rest over the weekend for my voice. And at work today, because I work from home, it wasn't doing too much talking. So I decided to completely ruin all that progress with doing Ace Attorney, which is entirely voice-based for me. Bar like two or three cutscenes. Oh, pardon. Yes, the cult. Thank you. Wow. What time is it actually? Come to think about it. Oh, it's 1:15 in the morning. Oh, somebody's sending me a friend request on Discord. Who's sending me friend requests? No, that looks like a scam. Anyway. Yes. We can't surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods, by leading Miss Scuttlebug to the body. That would make her an accessory to the crime. How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman.
Objection.
Birdman. In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, does it not? I don't know why the sacrifice chat thing doesn't work. Okay, there we go. It only works the second time you do it. Oh, wait. Oh, you keep spelling it wrong, that's why. I was like, it only works badly whenever Bax does it, and then I remembered Bax is in fact dyslexic. That's fine, Bax. We still love you.
Objection!
He made it all make sense somehow. And he'll keep accusing Junie unless we can show someone else knew the script details. But how could somebody have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what was in the script if they were... Sorry, Junie, but you're not gonna like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to somebody. What the devil? And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed immediately and changed it back. Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman. I get it. If Robin won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper. Right, and Jeannie was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward. How could you, Thena? What a bunch of bull! I never heard a word about the script from Juniper. Never, ever.
Objection!
You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't? B-A-D... Athena, you don't have any evidence! Thank you. Actually, we might have just the thing. Really? Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when reenacting the mock trial. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." S-U-R-E. So I might have said that, but so what? Well, think of it this way, Athena. Thank you, Prince Charming. Give him a little boop on his little heart-shaped nose. Yeah, which way exactly? If I told you I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say? Oh, the red suit. I think I've got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court. Very well, Miss Sykes, present away. This evidence proves that Miss Newman has prior knowledge to the script's contents.
Take that!
The mock trial script. Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body. And reportedly reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Oh, yes, I did say that. What's your point? Me too, man. Vinny is afraid to use her claws, so she could never. You also seem to have some issues with the green sweatsuit, and I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the Things to Prepare page. Sweatsuit. The victim's outfit will be the red one from the prosecutor course. No, you cannot have my you cannot have my cat. Thank you, though. You were surprised to see the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you hadn't known about the script's contents, then that shouldn't have surprised you. No! I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor. You what? If knowing a script details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone could have also seen Professor Court's note. Note? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare the mock trial, but only one copy of the script was made to prevent it being leaked. But that gets kinda inconvenient, right? You're seriously not gonna suggest? Eek, but it's the truth. Professor Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write anything down of the proceedings behind the case, but she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victims. B-O-D-Y. Is this really true, Miss Newman? You don't believe me? Send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage, so I took a picture of the note. I'd say she's telling the truth. Wait a sec. There's a note with the details about the body. That means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script. Yes, I believe you're right. Apparently, this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwell will have us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case. Oh! Oh. Bully for you, Missy. But don't think this spells victory. And why not? And the battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit, so put away your wooden sword. And show me what you are truly capable of if you wish to live. You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it, bitch. Oh, it's this fucking guy. I already said I want nothing to do with this trial. Oh, juvenile. It is not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor. Prosecutor Blackwell, why have you called this witness? He looks like a fop. And you will recall the day before the mock trial, in short, the day of the murder. The accused testified that she left home around 6 p.m. He does look like a wet toe rag. Yes, my notes here do confirm that fact. You've been taking notes, Your Honor? Right, our client wasn't at school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be...
Objection!
Shut the fuck up, Athena. Yet, that was but a fallacious lie. Or am I mistaken, golden boy? I've no intention of saying anything more now, if you'll excuse me. Hold. I am not through with you yet. It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave, and we might just discuss you-know-what. No, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's all this about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor? Heh. The word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get this over with. Hugh O'Connor, senior at Themis Legal Academy lawyer course. How's that? Okay. Well, I mean, my cat's somewhere. She could be eating the trash for all I know. Just fine. Your testimony, then. If you please. You're up against top of the class. I'd be careful if I were you. I know Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what hit him. I'm gonna beat him. I don't like pompous schoolboys. These two are literally the same person. This is so off-putting. This woman is just this woman, but she has glasses on. Like, come on now. Anyway. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range until 7 p.m. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed each other by. She still seemed like her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? That's quite enough. Well done, golden boy. We'll call him Piss Boy for now. The final bell rings at 7 p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. And now, you will recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m., the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime. Do you have any proof of that? As its final bell, this school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty, to spring her devious and dreadful deadly trap. Oh my god. So the witness had sworn the defendant would have been indeed. It was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on the tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building even after the killing. So the time of the murder and the time of when the body was moved. Great, another inconvenient testimony. I want to know when the fucking pause is, man. I want to go to sleep. Miss Sykes, your cross-examination, please. And the time of the murder. No. Our client has stated she went home at 6 p.m. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? When was the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school around 6 p.m. No, wrong. I don't know what she was doing, but Juniper was definitely at school after 7 p.m. I suppose neither side can prove one way or the other. But if Judy was there, that means she's lying. Truth be told, I only saw her for the briefest of moments. Again, it's prevalent to his character. So, do you meditate often? Don't tell me you're gonna start pestering me too. What's that supposed to mean? No need to play dumb with me. All the girls want to know about my private life. I will remind the defense that this is a court of law, not a pickup spot. Thank you, Bax. It seems Miss Fancy Pants' lawyer is smitten with the witness. I don't like him, guys. Come on. Objection. Objection. I don't like him like that, guys. Come on. Oh my god. I'm just... If you must know, I never go a day without meditating. Satisfied now, stalker girl? That's it. You better take that. Whoa, there, Tiger. Take a deep breath and just relax. I'll continue with my testimony now, if you don't mind. Oh. So, you just walked past a good friend, barely saying a word? The final bell had already rung, and they get mad at you when you stand around chatting. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly to those in those annoyingly loud voices. You tell that to your fucking friend, Robin Newman. Annoyingly loud voices? I'd like it if you refrained from insulting my partner like that. Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'll take this one for the team. He looks so sad. Anyway, I think that's all about all I have to say. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? Yeah. Why did your parents hate you? Alright, I'll take you up on your kind offer. I expected as much. Go ahead, ask away. Mr. O'Connor, I wanted to ask you... Why did you stay past the last bell? Why would an honor student like you ignore the last bell? I wouldn't say I ignored it. I was simply running a little late. Do you remember exactly how late? You're a stickler for details, lady. But if I had to say, maybe 10-15 minutes. If you think that's important, I'll add it to my testimony. Yeah. Or 15 minutes earlier. I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Objection!
The limb was wrong. The limb's been cut off and severed at the fucking joint. Anyway, it's like nothing happened.
Hold it!
You ignored the last bell for no reason? Shame on you. No, shame on you pressing me for no reason. Well, people do run late sometimes, like you, and the day of the whole case is... Yeah. It appears we have the culprit... we have a culprit in the case of the pot calling the kettle black. Two, Your Honor. Now what? Ask another question. Did you stop by the art room? Or is, as it is now known, it's the scene of the crime? No, I didn't. Can you prove it? As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. But let me ask you, can you prove that I did? As much as I like to say I could, I can't. But I will ask, how often do you visit there? Hardly ever. There's no reason for me to be there anyway. No reason for you to be there? Is there an echo in here? If something's bothering you, I'll just add it to my testimony. I'll consider it. Thank you for noticing. Let's add your statement to my testimony. Other way around.
Hold it!
Yeah, but we already know how he prepared for the mock trial. He's already told us that, like, during our investigation. So he had no reason to be in the art room, really. The lawyer course I'm in is supervised by Professor Means. Plus, I'm not a member of Professor Court's art club, so why would I ever go in there? This is what I needed. What about art class? Nice try, but seniors don't take art class. Alright, then let me ask you. Wait, I just remembered something important. You did? I scored only 100% on all of the art tests I took through junior year. That's it. Right. I don't think it's got something to do...
Objection!
Okay. Because, like, theoretically, right, hello. Is this you guiding me? And me ignoring it? I'm sorry.
Hold it!
Thanks, Kirby. Please tell the court about what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial. That's an easy one. Nothing in particular. Nothing at all. You didn't help with the preparations. You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations, and like to the other, my job was to be mentally prepared. Jenny put her heart and soul into getting things ready while he just sat on his behind. Men. To reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 PM. I suppose a few archery club members did come and go whilst I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone, not a single soul? Ah, I've got the right evidence. On the 23rd... Well, he talked for fucking somebody. Sorry, I'm very sleepy. I don't know if you can tell. That's right, I didn't say a word to anyone until the final bell at 7 PM. I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. I didn't talk to anyone until the final bell. I've been meditating alone at the archery range.
Hold it!
Fuck! Killing myself. I don't care about this.
Objection!
Presses him a fourth time. It's fine, don't worry. So you didn't talk to anyone on October 23rd, are you sure about that? I already told you my word is as good as gold. Okay, well then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details. Sorry, I've never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She recorded all her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads 23rd, meet with Hugh, and important. Don't you find that interesting? What? Where did you get that? The key word is important. You say you were at the archery range all day. But you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk. The entire campus was buzzing with activity the day before the mock trial. Where could they have had a private conversation? I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last spell. What's this now? What? The witness stayed after the last spell in order to have a private talk with the victim, am I right, Mr. O'Connor? This is insane. This is ludicrous. This is Sparta. Must we go through this yet again? I suppose you have no evidence as per usual. No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last spell, and he attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim. First Robin, now me. Who are you going to accuse next? You're just another unscrupulous lawyer trying to get ahead. Don't let him get to you. He's definitely hiding something, the bitch. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death. I had my suspicions about Robin, but he seems just as guilty. These three are the only possible suspects, after all. Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Court that day? Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I've got something to say. If it will save me some trouble, then by all means speak away. If you will recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was female. Knowing that, I'd like you to explain how I could possibly be a suspect. Well, to be fair, anyone could be the suspect, because the victim is female. Ah, he has a point. Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine like gold indeed. Care to take the reins? You're more than capable of prosecuting this case. Sorry, but I'm studying to be a lawyer. What a pity to think such genius is to be wasted on mere lawyering. At last, your moment is here, Sykes Dono. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement and prove you're the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your lapel. The voice is unmistakably female, so there's no point in arguing about that. Yeah, you're right. In which case, the victim. The voice in the tape belongs to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense. Are you mad? The voice in the recording says you're a goner. That is something a murderer shouts at their victim, not the other way round. Yeah, that is a problem. You're a goner, you're a goner. You're a goner. Hugh O'Connor. Wait a second. Oh, Athena, you're scaring me here. You're scared? I'm terrified. For even coming up with this. What? Prosecutor Blackwell, you wanted to know if I was worthy of my badge. Well, I'm about to show you. Despite my age, I can wear it with pride. Oh? Then can I take you... Can I take it you won't be changing your argument? Still, it stands that it is a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling you're a goner. I agree, if that's what the victim was saying, but it's not. I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes. No, I fucking don't. Oh, no. I would like to call on the one basic fact into question. Is the shout on the tape really saying you're a goner? What are you up to now, Athena? Professor Court's planner says she was meant to meet with the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, had done something wrong. And this made Professor Court get angry with him during the private meeting. I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape. Well, if you want to see how it changes things. Let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him, but this is important. Use his full name. What did I do to deserve that? You exist. Yeah, like that. Try it again, but faster. You O'Connor? You O'Connor? Wait a second. No, this can't be. You'd think I'd spend the energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true. But it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That's a scientific fact. We sometimes mistake shadows for monsters or the wind for voices. Now that you mention it. You can do this, Athena. Please just give the old guy a little push. The sound of the tape recorder never was a phrase, "You're a goner." That's only what we thought it heard, when in fact it was the witness getting yelled at. The court will note that this is different from selective hearing. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing that men are so good at. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? Never mind. The important thing is that the voice in the recording isn't our client's, and since it was the victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects.
Objection.
Herg. I had thought that testimony would suffice, but it seems it has come to this. I will not allow such fallacious quibbles to upend this case. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court. Evidence! Feast your eyes on this photo. Let me see that insolent look from within vanish from within them. Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture from the... Oh, what time is it? 6. 7. 7:05. 7:05. Oh, she's still alive. That's a picture from the... The photograph shows professor and student preparing for the mock trial together. Wait. It was taken in the art room. The room with the murder occurred? Indeed it was. But the revelations do not end there. You see the clock on the wall? It reads 7:05. A mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on the tape. What? Nani? It is nearly 2 a.m. I have work at 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh fuck, it's at 8 o'clock in the morning. Please! The accused brutally stabbed the victim. 5 minutes after the photo was taken. Oh. It seems the defense's culpability in the crime is quite obvious. Junie was with Professor Court for 5 minutes before she was murdered. What now? Nothing I can say that can change that fact. Understand now. You can believe in your client all you wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before the cruel, steely blade of truth. Ah! Listen, Missy. The person you'd like to save is more than any... What? The person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world? Ah, I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire. But I became a lawyer so I could... You still fail to understand after so much pain and defeat? The courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers. So before you break your back in failure, run along home and grow up. But my mum's dead! If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming. Boom, boom. I need to find my inner strength if I ever have any hope to save him. But I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. That's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances, even if I forced it? This is better than bad. Who knew Blackwell had that one waiting in the wings? Why didn't that twist the summary I just presented at the beginning? Wait, maybe this was his real plan? Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Oh, he's some sick power move. Maybe he's right, because I really haven't got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constant Court? Robin Newman, a girl who had been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the honour student who had met with Professor Court? There seems to be little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. Time for the verdict has come. No. Boom. Oh my god, Robin! Hi, baby. Hey, no, this is not gonna happen, man. What's the meaning of this? You can't just interrupt the judge about to hand down it. Shut the fuck up, judge. Tee-hee-hee. Maybe, but false verdicts are no. Oh, no. What? Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper's not the killer. I know because I know who the real killer is. You do? You know who the real killer is? What is she up to now? Yep, I know because the real killer is M.E. Me. Teehee. What? It was me. I did it alone. Just me. I don't get it. Why is she confessing? Miss Newman was witness near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. Ha. You'll have to wait until case 4. Yeah. 5 is where it gets really juicy, but that's the last one in the game. Apart from the DLC, but we don't care about the DLC. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems. Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends. Just so he can walk free. He's misgendering himself, bless him. Get it over with. Declare me guilty already. It gets even wilder. Boom. Robin, what the fuck? Please, wait. Juniper, what are you doing? Thank you for all you've done, Athena, but you'll have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer. Junie, no! Junie, what the fuck? Junie, don't do it. You and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to the case. The real killer is me, and I alone am responsible for the entire crime. What? Oh, hi! Yeah. I hate myself. Junie, you know this isn't true. Hurry up and retract your statement. I'm afraid it's true. Forgive me, Thena. Actually, I have work in 6 hours. I start at 8 today. Anyway, I'm afraid that isn't true. Forgive me, Thena. No. Let me get to the checkpoint. I have to. Anyway. Order. Will somebody please explain what's going on here? I see right through your cheap ploy. School rules state a prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had go up in a puff of smoke. Oh, I wasn't aware. Even meek little mice will fight when cornered. A pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermin are trying to protect each other now that they've nowhere to run. Protect each other? Wait. So was Robin just trying to protect Junie too? If so, then the real killer is... Shut the fuck up. Heh. This whole thing's a joke. Uh-oh, now it's Hugh's turn. What's with kids these days? I know what just crossed your mind, Miss Sykes. You think I'm the killer, don't you? This is kinda cool, though. Check in Discord. I don't even use my middle name anymore. I don't have a middle name. It's fine, I'm plotting with Mariah. It's... No. Ah, damn, Kenichi's still here. Whoops. Anyway. Yeah, you can fight with Kenichi. Go on. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Whoa, he really is a genius. He even knows what you're thinking. Yeah. I think it's about time I told you the truth. And I'll even get straight to the point. It was me. I did it. Wait. What? Damn, you know where I live, but you don't even know my last name, Bax? Wow. Can't believe you guys are, like, doxing me in the chat. Now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. I'm so confused right now. If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plot? It's absolutely genius. Enough of this nonsense. This is a court of law. Oh, my apologies. Enough of this nonsense. This is a court of law, not some high school drama. High School Musical. I see, I have no choice. I'm afraid I have to. Hoy! Wait your boldness. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm in no position to hand down a verdict just yet. I'm hoping that the defense and prosecution can come up with some sort of airtight evidence. That's why I'm giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating the case. Pinch me, I think I'm dreaming. He stood up to Blackwell. Fine, do as you wish. This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned. See, if you guys hadn't distracted me, I would have been out of this so much faster. See, we got to the to be continued. I know Nobah's arse is blocking it, but, like, just believe me, it's there. You could basically write my autobiography backs, but you wouldn't be able to put anything fucking in it. Anyway, let me just exit out this game so I can hear myself think. Anyway. Yeah, so what? Baba Booey. So, this is my new PNG tuber, guys. Anyway. Yeah, Kirby's down bad for him. Anyway. It's a little funny. Oh, by the way, Mirai sent you money. Well, Mirai sent me money. Mirai sent you money. Oh, right, this is the guy you don't like. Yeah. Oh, is that why you guys felt bad for it? Because it was Mirai's friend. Anyway. Yeah, so this is my new PNG tuber, guys. His name is Clavier Gavin. Okay, fair enough. Look at him, he does a little move when I talk, and then when I stop talking, you know, he just stands still. It's honestly quite, it's quite something, if I do say so myself. Anyway, I'm just... Yay, it's me, I'm back again. Alright, I guess I'll go to bed or something, I don't know. You guys are mean to me. You guys are bullying me. You spend all day bullying me, and for what?
after I stream to make your life better.
Good night, everyone.